The joys of coaching. I remember the last game of the season, and I think it was then that it hit me just how powerful the past 2 years coaching the girls' basketball team had been. The squeak of sneakers sliding across the shiny wood floor, paired with the loud cheers and intense quiet that pulsated through the gym as the girls went from a fast-moving offensive play to the basket, was something that will linger in my mind. They had one chance, and it was right there in front of them, and the best and worst part was I felt as if I was out there with them on the court. I was scared and nervous, just like they were, but none of us were showing it, and when the girls wrapped up the game just a few points shy of beating the last team and winning the championship, my eyes filled with tears just as theirs did. I have heard over and over again about building relationships with students in the classroom being a crucial part of student engagement and overall classroom management, and I have always tried my best to take up an interest in my students and their lives. During my first year of teaching, I sat with them at lunch, listened to what they had to say about schoolwork and homework, let them show me their favorite songs and the latest trends, and I often tried to incorporate these things into my instruction. I thought that I had done a solid job building a culture with my students in which we shared a mutual respect, but also one that showed them how much I truly care about them. I didn't anticipate that these relationships could be improved by anything other than teaching experience. By my second year of teaching, there was a sense of panic that was being pushed into the staff about lack of coaches for various sports throughout the school year. Administration was scrambling to find warm bodies that could occupy sidelines in order to let the students have a few moments of athletic competition. The school offered no incentive for coaching sports, but somehow they scraped up coaches for football that fall season. However, when winter rolled around, it appeared that no one wanted to coach girls basketball, and there were a handful of girls that wanted to play. The sport was announced to be canceled if no one stepped up, and after seeing the devastating looks on a few of my students' faces, I agreed to coach the sport with the only other fellow female middle school teacher. In that moment, I didn't realize what a powerful decision that was. The bond that we built together over the next 2 seasons was incredible. There were times where I didn't want to go to practice, but when I got there, everything changed. The students were allowed to be more of themselves, and I was able to watch them work so hard in a setting that wasn't academic to achieve something great. Students who struggled in the classroom suddenly showed how they could excel on the basketball court. I saw strengths in students that I would have never been able to see in my literature courses. I was able to inform my teaching based on these strengths, and because of that, even students that I didn't coach developed a stronger, more respectful relationship with me. Coaching brought me a dose of my students' realities that I wouldn't have otherwise been exposed to, and that is precisely why on the day that my girls finally got so close to a championship after 2 years of hard work, that I was just as crushed as they were. However, the failure only reminded us of how far we had come and how close we were as a team. Our bond remained when the season was over, and I will forever be grateful for taking the opportunity to spend that time with them.